Hello and welcome to the lesson. So today I'm going to show you how to play Enter Sandman by Metallica. It's a great song and I'm going to show you the whole thing from start to finish, including the lead solo. So you're going to learn the whole song in this lesson. So we might as well just get on with it. Let me show you the first riff. It's going to sound like this. Okay, now it's pretty straightforward. You pluck the 6th string open and then the 5th string at fret 7. And you can see I'm using my 3rd finger. And then the 4th string at fret 5 using my 1st finger. And then the 6th string at fret 6 using my middle finger. And then step down onto the 6th string at fret 5 using your 1st finger. And then finish on the 5th string at fret 7 again. I know I said that quite quickly, but look at the tab at the bottom of the screen and just pause the video and practice it. So if I play it in slow motion all together, it'll sound like this. And then they join it together and they actually play it 12 times. But what I'll do now is just demonstrate it 4 times in a row so you can practice it. There you go. It's a pretty simple riff. So you play that 12 times and then what happens? They turn the distortion on and it goes like this. So what that is, make sure you've got your amp, press the button on your amp that says distortion or overdrive or channel, and you might need to turn the gain knob up. Or some of you have got effects pedals or distortion pedals or, something like that. So make sure you get that rock sound somehow. So what we're doing here, we're playing an E power chord, which is very straightforward. All that is a 6th string open and the 5th string at fret 2. And what I want you to do is make sure you're just plucking those 2 strings, the 6th and the 5th string. Good. Now what we're going to do, we're going to use the palm of our right hand to gently mute the strings. And right next to the bridge of the guitar, I'm just going to be laying my palm across the strings. And what's going to happen is I'm going to pluck the 6th string open and it's going to make this sound. So here's the thing, if I wasn't using my palm, it would sound like this. But I'm using my palm to gently touch the strings and it mutes it, okay? So experiment for yourself. Move your palm backwards and forwards until it sounds just right. 6th string open 7 times. There you go. And now what we're going to do is slide the 5th string from fret 5 to fret 7 like this. Okay. So if I play that from the start of that section, it'll sound like this. Okay, now miss off the first power chord, but play the 6th string open again 7 times. And we do that little thing 4 times in a row, so it'll sound like this. Okay, and on the last one we're not going to play the slide because what happens, it goes into the next section. It sounds like this. Okay, so the first thing it does is the E power chord, like that. Just look at the tab if you need to clarify it. Then you're going to play the 6th string open, but just twice. And then do the slide on the 5th string from fret 5 to fret 7. And then play the 6th string at fret 6. And then play the 6th string open 3 times. Like that. And then we're going to do an F power chord. And what that is the 6th string at fret 1 and the 5th string at fret 3. Hold them both down together. And you can see I'm using my little finger, but you can use your 3rd finger if you want to. That's up to you. Give that a sharp pluck, like that. And you can see that I stop the note by using my palm to kill it, like this. Watch. Okay? That's how I make a short, sharp note. Okay? Good. So if we join that bit together, we've got this. Okay? And then miss off the first power chord, but go back into the 6th string open twice, like this. okay? And then it carries on, but it changes ever so slightly. So it carries on doing it. But once it gets to the 6th string at fret 6, what you're going to do is also add the 6th string at fret 5. And then just play the 6th string open twice instead of 3 times, okay, to make space for that extra note. So it's going to be like this. And they do that 8 times in a row, okay? So you would repeat it longer than I just played it. And then what happens is we go into the main riff. Okay, it sounds wicked, doesn't it? So what that is an E power chord. You know, the 6th string open, 5th string at fret 2. And then the 6th string open, and then slide the 5th string at fret 5, slide to 7, the same as before. Then 6th string at fret 6, 6th string at fret 5, like that. You do it 3 times. And then play a G power chord. That's the 6th string at fret 3 and the 5th string at fret 5. And then the 6th string open, 6th string at fret 2, open again, fret 2, up to fret 3 on the 6th string, and then back to fret 2. And then you go into the whole thing again. So if I join all that together in slow motion, then it repeats round again, okay? I hope that makes sense. Fantastic. So what eventually happens, once they finish playing that main riff, they go into a verse, and it's like this. Okay, so what happens, it starts on the E power chord, and then you mute it a little bit more with your palm and pluck them 7 times, both strings. But this time we're going to do an F power chord. And if you remember, the F is the 6th string at fret 1 and the 5th string at fret 3. And then go back to the E power chord. And what I like to do is use my middle finger in order to play it, like this. And then back onto the F, back to the E. Okay? So from the start of that verse, it'll sound like this. And then we're going to go, which is the same as on the end of the main riff, if you remember. It's the G power chord, and then open and fret 2, and then fret 2, fret 3, fret 2. And then it goes back into the verse again. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm moving quite quickly, but just use the tab, okay? And use the PDF document that came with this as well to help you, okay? Now we're going to go into the next section. It goes like this. So what that is the 6th string at fret 2, 4th string at fret 4, 3rd string at fret 2, 5th string at fret 3, and then on to fret 2 on the 5th string, and then finish on the 4th string at fret 4. So in slow motion. And you play that 4 times, okay? And now we're into the chorus. Okay, it's quite a, it's quite a lot to get the hang of, but let's just work through it. So it's a F sharp power chord, and that's the 6th string at fret 2 and the 5th string at fret 4. Give those 2 strings a pluck, and then go to a C power chord. That's the 5th string at fret 3 and the 4th string at fret 5. So make sure you got the right strings there, and then slide it down a fret, so you're on fret 2 and fret 4. That's a B power chord. Okay, so do that 3 times like this. Then play the 6th string open twice, and then play the 6th string at fret 3, and then open, and then fret 5, and then open. And you'll notice I was muting those notes quite a lot to make them quite chunky, like this. And then play the 3rd string at fret 4, and then the 4th string at fret 5. And then go back to the power chords, and then do that riff again like this. But this time play the 3rd string at fret 2, and then the 4th string at fret 2. And then play the same riff, what we've done before, like this. On the end, that's the same as on the end of the main riff, okay? So you've got the tab at the bottom, you should know that bit already. So let me play that chorus through in slow motion. There you go, that's the chorus. And now it goes back into the main riff. Okay, you get the idea. Now, there you go. That is actually all the parts from the song. That's all the chord parts. I know I haven't shown you it start to finish, but those are the sections, and they repeat. And in the PDF document, it's got the sequence, and it'll tell you what to play in what order and when to play each bit from start to finish, okay? So all you've got to do is practice each one of those sections and, and then piece it all together, and that's it. You've got the song. So the last thing I want to show you now is the solo. Now, I've got to say, it's quite a crazy solo. It's quite abstract. It's quite random, and it's quite sketchy. So it's almost impossible to be able to know exactly what notes he's playing. So what I'm going to do is do the best I can and give you the most accurate version that I can in order for you to play. So the first bit is going to sound like this. Okay, now let me just explain where I am on the guitar, because I'm zoomed right in. This is fret 12, okay? So make sure you're in the right place, and most guitars have usually got 2 dots on fret 12, but some haven't. Now what we're going to do is use our 3rd finger to lay across strings 3 and 2, both at fret 14, okay? And what you're going to do, you're going to bend them like this. So you can see I'm using my other fingers to help push, and make sure you just pluck the 3rd and 2nd string. That'll take a bit of practice, okay? Just work at it. Be patient with yourself, and, just practice until it sounds right. Now, what you're going to do, after you've done the 3 bends, you're going to pull off to the 3rd string at fret 12, and then bend just the 3rd string at fret 14 twice. And now you're going to go back to holding flat across the 3rd and 2nd string, and do a similar thing again. Pull off to the 3rd string at fret 12, but this time you're going to bend the 2nd string at fret 15. Like that. So it'll sound like this. Pretty random. Now the next bit goes like this. So that's the 3rd string, fret 12, hammer to fret 14, and then pluck fret 14 twice, and then pluck it a 3rd time, but this time you're going to pull off. So pluck it and go. You should have learned how to hammer on and pull off in the free lessons. In free lesson number 5, it showed you how to do that. So it's like this. And then play the 3rd string at 12 again on the end. Okay, now do that twice. And then what you're going to do is pull off the 3rd string from 14 off to 12, and then play the 4th string at fret 14. And then pull off the 4th string from fret 14 off to fret 12. and then play the 5th string at fret 14. And then pull off the 5th string from fret 14 off to fret 12. And then play the 6th string at fret 15. And then finish on the 6th string at fret 12. There you go, that's that section. Just practice it lots, okay? Now the next bit goes like this. Okay, it's pretty crazy. Now, what you're going to do is hold the 1st string at fret 12 with your 1st finger and put another finger on the 2nd string at fret 15. And what you're going to do is bend the 2nd string, but keep the 1st finger still. And I want you to pluck the 2nd and the 1st string. So you can hear both those strings together like that. So pluck it and bend it, and then pluck the 1st string on its own. And you can pluck upwards with the plectrum to do that. And do it this many times. Okay? And then play the 1st string at fret 12 and hammer on to 15 and pull off. And do it 5 times. And then go like this. Little finger on the 1st string at fret 17. We're getting quite high up the guitar neck. And the 1st finger on fret 14 on the 1st string. Pull off. So give it a pluck and pull the little finger away. Or you can use your 3rd finger if you want to. And then play the 2nd string at fret 15. And do it like this. Okay? And then do a similar thing from fret 19, pull off to fret 15, and play the other finger on the 2nd string at fret 17, like this. And then go up to fret 21, and pull off to fret 17, and put the other finger on the 2nd string at 19, like this. And then bend the 1st string at fret 22. And on my guitar, this is a Gibson Les Paul, there's only 22 frets, so I can't go any higher even if I wanted to, okay? But luckily, that is what he does on the solo. Okay, so in slow motion. There you go. Right, now the next bit goes like this. It's a cool bit. Right, now that's the 3rd and the 2nd string being held down flat with your 3rd finger, similar to what we did before. But this time we're at fret 9, okay? So you're going to go 5 times. And then play the 3rd string at fret 7, and then the 4th string at fret 9. And then go like this. Hammer the 4th string from fret 7 onto fret 9. Play the 3rd string at 7, and the little finger on the 2nd string at fret 10. And then we're going to go like this. That's the 2nd string. From 10, pull off to 8 and pull off to 7. And then the 3rd string at 9. And then the 2nd string, fret 8, pull off to 7. And then play the 3rd string at fret 9. And then the 2nd string at fret 7. And then pull off the 3rd string from 9 off to 7. And then play the 4th string at fret 9. And then play the 3rd string, 7, hammer to 9 and pull off. And then play the 4th string at 9. And then the 4th string at 7. And then the 5th string at 9. And then the 4th string at 7, hammer onto 9 and pull off to 7. And then the 5th string, 9, pull off to 8, pull off to 7, like this. That'll take a bit of practice. So I'm plucking once and I'm pulling those fingers away. And then the 6th string at 10, and then finish on the 6th string at fret 7. Okay, so let me demonstrate. Fantastic. Now the next bit goes like this. So what that is the third string at fret 16, and make sure you got the right fret. This is fret 12, this is fret 15, this is fret 16, okay? So you're going to bend the third string at fret 16, and then play the third string at 14, and then play the fourth string at 16, and then go back to the third string at fret 14. So I'll demonstrate it all in slow motion, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So it goes like this. Put your little finger on the second string at fret 17. And then again. Okay, so I kind of played that through without explaining it, but you can see what I was doing and you can see the tab at the bottom of the screen. So you'll be fine, okay? And now the next bit goes like this. Okay, so what that is similar to what we did earlier. Fret 21, pull off to fret 17 on the first string, and then play the second string at fret 19, and do it 6 times. Bend the first string at fret 22. Okay, it's a tough one, and you can see I'm using my little finger and all the other fingers to help push. There you go, right. Now we're nearly at the end of the solo. The last bit goes like this. Okay, now what I'm doing there is the first string at fret 5 with a little finger, pull off to fret 3 and off to fret 2 and off to open like this. So you've got to have your fingers on there ready in order to pull off, okay? Do the same on the second string. And on the third string, do 4 off to 3, off to 2, off to open, like this. And then bend the fourth string at fret 7 downwards. And then off to the fourth string at fret 5. And then finish on the fifth string at fret 7. And hold it, and then go like this. So what that is the fifth string at 5, hammer to 7, and pull off to 5. Slide down to fret 4. And then go like this on the sixth string. Fret 5, slide to fret 7. And that's the end of the solo. There you go. I've actually showed you all the parts to the song now. And what happens after the solo, you'll find it goes back into the intro riff like this. Okay, and then it eventually goes into another verse, another chorus, but that is all explained in the PDF document. So I've shown you everything you need to know. Just practice those parts, look at the PDF document, join it all together, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me. Be patient with yourself, take the time to practice, watch this video over and over again. There's no easy way around it. You've just got to practice, practice, practice. So thanks for joining me. I'll look forward to seeing you soon in another video guitar lesson. My name's Ben Lowry, thank you and goodbye.